Hello. I want to begin my speech today by asking you guys if you ever felt at any disadvantage at some time in your life. Of course, this information is personal use, so I'm not going to ask that you respond to it. So I'm sure that if you have been in this circumstance before, that you've had someone to turn to and rely on that you can get guidance from. But the sad fact is that there's many kids out there that don't have that resource and they don't have anyone to rely on. So the organization that seeks to prevent that, Boys and Girls Club of America, is the organization we're going to be talking about today. I volunteered here, and I just hope some of my insight will provide some greater perspective on it. Today we're going to be talking about the mission statement, history, how the Boys and Girls Club operates, my involvement with the organization, the supporters and resources, and then I'll conclude. I'll give you a second to read the mission statement. Starting in 1860 in Hartford, Connecticut, three women by the name of Mary and Alice Goodwin and Elizabeth Hammersley started the Boys and Girls Club of America. The three of them sought to provide a house, basically a safe environment for boys that roamed the street and didn't have any after-school structured time. They've undergone several changes in names throughout their history, ranging from all different sorts, but basically changing ultimately the Boys and Girls Club of America once they started accepting girls in the 50s. They received a congressional charter by Congress in 1956, and that was supported by a quote on their website, the organizations. And with that, it basically opened up more chances for organizations throughout the country for openings. The centennial year after 100 years of operation, they basically prided themselves further on the fact that their goals and how they were operating were still remaining true to their mission. How do clubs work? Operations related to the mission, basically most of them operate under that. They want to represent the values, which they do as best they can, which such values are like character development, just developing as a person, and being a caring individual overall. It was instilled by Jim Collins in 1953, and was just listed on the organization's website that he instilled a system that provided informal guidance to the boys. It sounds sort of weird, but it was to attract them into the club. Basically, he provided informal guidance into where it would basically motivate themselves to want to achieve more. They also take a special cause and help in the less advantaged. Because they're a nonprofit organization, they're able to provide dinners and a broad range of programs and activities that the kids can participate in. The environment, to describe the environment that they provide, basically it's just after school activities where they go to the club, participate in sports activities, interact with the staff members and the other kids, of course. The role of the club staff, they are professionally trained, and their main purpose is just to be an emotional confidant to the kids in case they need help in any way. The Boys and Girls Club of America has many resources and supporters. The names of basic figures, the number of the clubs, they have over 3,900 nationwide, and 51,000 staff members who are all professionally trained. Where the funds come from, 91% of which is from the government, and they are, yes, 100% of the funds come from the government, but 91% of which goes directly toward club operation and activities. Other programs that they provide are facilitated by people who raise money, like Microsoft or Coke. Coke made the program Triple Play, which basically just promotes a healthy lifestyle and things of that nature, and getting new exercise. And Club Tech, which is a digital literacy program provided by Microsoft, but all operate under the name of Boys and Girls Club of America. Operations to our closest chapter, they operate a little bit differently. They're obviously not putting on large-scale programs. Since I volunteered at the Springfield one, it's simply just what I said before, just mainly sports activities and just basically interacting with other kids. In conclusion, we discussed the history, how the Boys and Girls Club of America works, and the resources and supporters. And then in addition, I wanted to give my personal claim of my experience at the Boys and Girls Club of America. I volunteered there. To my surprise, I thought it was just going to be something, unrepresentational of their mission, but really it wasn't just some daycare center. It was an actual place where people were, just young kids acting like, well-behaved kids, and it was apparent to, like, when I read about them, that their values, they were concurrent with the